What's up, guys? It's Busteroni. Here's part 3 of my series on making a Reddit bot using Python and Perl. In the last parts, we've made a bot that can respond to comments about dog, that mentioned dog, with a picture of a dog and just a comment. But that's not really that useful because we're just giving a static the same comment every time and not really providing much use. And we're replying to comments without people wanting us to reply to them. Just if they mention something, we reply to them. So today we're going to make a bot using that. They'll reply when someone uses a certain command in a comment, and we're going to learn about APIs. And an API is a way to, or the API we're going to be using is a way to access data given by a website. What we're going to do is we're going to, whenever someone asks or uses the word joke exclamation point, or maybe exclamation point joke, to call our bot, we're going to respond with a joke about Chuck Norris from this website, icndb.com. So we're going to keep most of the same code, and this should be a fairly simple video code-wise, but it's a new concept, so I'm going to go a little bit slowly. So we're going to say if joke in comment.body, we're going to say string with joke found, and let's just change the user agents to be more, to keep, it doesn't really matter, but just to keep up to date. Joke comment responder. So let's learn about how to use the API. So we can come over here to the API, and we can read the documentation on how it works. So we want to get a random joke every time. So it tells us how to do it. We can go to this URL, joke/random, and you'll see it's going to give us a random joke every time. So this is called JSON, the way this is formatted, and it's pretty much just a way of formatting data. So it's a little hard to understand what this is, so I'm going to use this website over here, which will make it a little easier to follow. So I'm going to paste it in, and this is just making it easier to understand what's happening. So it's all formatted within brackets. So I'm just going to open up a way you can run Python very quickly is you can type in Python at the terminal, and then we're going to import a module called requests. So if you don't have that, you can just type in pip install requests, and I already have it installed, so it's going to work fine. But then we're going to import requests, and the way you can get a web page is you can do requests.get and then the URL. So the URL here is I would do SSL, but it wasn't really working earlier when I was using HTTPS is what I mean. Wasn't really working earlier, so I'm just going to do HTTP. And you're going to get a response 404. Oh wait, I must have put, you shouldn't get 404, I must have put the wrong URL in. ICNDB, oh I did BD instead of DB, that was a mistake. Okay, 200, that pretty much means the web page loaded correctly. And if we want to get it into JSON format, we can do .json. And now it's in JSON format. So the way we can now narrow this down and get the data we want, we can do indexes. So if we want to get whether it was successful or not, we can do, for example, type. And we're going to get success. And let's look at here. You can just see the type is success. If we want to get the value, we can change this to value. And now it's narrowed down to the ID, which we can see right here. They're different jokes because it was randomized, and then the joke. And then there are no categories, but don't worry about the categories right now. So we can narrow down this even further from value to just getting the joke by doing value joke, and that's just the joke. So you can see right here, we get just the value and then just the joke. So going back to this code, let's just get the code for it. So first we're gonna say we're gonna make a new variable for replying to the comment. We're gonna say comments reply is equal to you requested a joke about Chuck Norris. Or you requested a Chuck Norris joke. Here it is. And then let's look at how our comment should look in a real comment. So I'm gonna make a new post with my main account. Remember, like last video, there's two different accounts. This is Busteroni, and this is Busteroni test. Let's make a new test post. And let's see how our comment should look. So I'm just gonna come over here because I have Reddit Enhancement Suite installed, which is a way to it's one of the features is to visualize comments. You can preview them. So First, we're going to have what we have right here. We're going to say, you requested a Chuck Norris joke. Here it is. And then you might know in Reddit, in order to have a quote, you can do this right arrow, right caret, and or not a right caret, a right arrow, and then you can have text, and that is a quote. And you also notice there's 2 blank lines here. Actually, maybe you don't need them, but we're gonna have 2 blank lines just to make it easier to see. And then to have more text, you can just go test. Yeah, so you have to have 2 blank lines here. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, your requested Chuck Norris joke, here it is, and then 2 new lines. And then we're going to say, we're going to put let's get the joke first. Joke is equal to, you might remember, requests.get, and then the URL, .json, value, joke. And we need to import requests up here. And this should be the joke. So now we're going to combine 2 strings. So what we can do to do that is we can do comment reply plus equals, and then I'm just going to explain plus equals real quick. So plus equals is the same thing as doing this. Comment reply is equal to comment reply plus joke. So I'm just going to do a test. So we're going to say test string is equal to hello. And then we're going to say test string is equal to hello plus test. And if we type in test string and we see what it is, it's going to say hello test. An easier way to do, other than just test, let's reset what test string is equal to. An easier way to add test to test string is we can just do test string plus equals test. And you're going to see test string, they're the same thing, it's just an easier way to combine 2 strings. So rather than doing comment reply is equal to comment reply plus joke, we can just do comment reply plus equals joke. And you might remember we need the right arrow right there. So we have comment reply equals comment reply plus arrow and then plus the joke. And we want to give proper credit to the website. So let's say new line. This joke came from icndb.com, and let's link to it. And again, I would use HTTPS, but I'm not sure that is working on the site right now. So let's actually leave the comment this time, and we can just leave the string that we want to reply with comment reply. And this should be the code, so let's see if it works. Let's exit this. We can type in Python reddit bot.py, and we're still printing out the comments. This is from actually the comments from last time, I think, or maybe it's the comments we just made. But if we come over here, and we have Busteroni comment joke. There could be other text too. Let's just test it. And then we should reply within 10 seconds. There we go. String with joke found. Let's refresh. And it worked. You requested Chuck Norris joke. Here it is. Chuck Norris has banned rainbows from the state of North Dakota. So it should be a different joke every time, but let's just make sure. And once we make sure, let's summarize the video. There we go. Okay. So essentially in this video, let's summarize what we did. We learned how to use a very basic API, and of course some APIs are much more complex than this, but we just learned how to really change what we don't give the same answer every time. We actually change based on what the user requests. So this is a good transition into making more complicated bots where you actually take user input other than just one command. So in future videos we might do something where the user can actually give him more information. Like I'm thinking maybe a weather bot where the user could type in weather and then the name of a city, and we have to detect what city they put in and we have to reply with the weather in that city. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or problems, please leave a comment below, and I hope you check out future videos. Thanks for watching.